Garuga sure paid off. Just like they said, this is what happens when a human like me observes it.
Excaliber sensors temporarily obstructed. Exactly as we anticipated.
Initiating Zypha link with Prometheus 4. Prioritize satellite to Excaliber synchronization.
Have that spoofed footage at the ready, too. Conducting rapid deployment of plans A through F.
Major Emilia, do you read? Major Emilia Haring, please respond.
This is Major Emilia Haring of the Aerospace Force, patching in from the Excaliber. Current altitude is 25,000 Selge. I've just about breached the atmosphere. Take a look at this. At the place we've been trapped this whole time. There's no sign of the spangled night skies visible from the surface. Not even the sun, moon, or Septian planets. I know we called this beforehand, but you have to wonder where Adios went. So that's all of Zemuria down there. Good thing it's actually real. If even that wound up being a lie, I might have lost it for real.
Video feed is back online. The rocket has made it to outer space in one piece. This marks a triumphant feat in human history. But how's Major Emilia holding up?
Land sakes alive. You gotta be kidding.
Young? What's going on?
This is well within the scope of our predictions. The world, by some contrivance or another, is closed away. That is but a tiny fragment of the many truths our mentor, Professor Hamilton, has been concealing from her students this entire time.
So that's what's beyond the canopy. The truth of the world. Could be that those other versions of us saw the same thing.
Ah, that reminds me. Miss Latoya provided me with a little something.
This is the lead Dingo was chasing? One beyond even Elysium's reach.
To everyone with a hand in Project Laevateinn, to the crew of Arkwright Solutions, and to all other players with access to this feed, instead of the fake footage being fed to the public. If our world, at the least, is no lie, then we just need to do the jobs we've been given. I'm sure you've all got your own takes on this, but for now, watch on till it's all said and done. Coordinate 0 located. Proceeding to the plan's final phase.
Now, off we go, Excaliber. Let's force open the way to our future!
It seems Major Emilia is safe and sound. The first ever manned spaceflight is now underway. And with an extra surprise, we have an all-new assault frame.
This just in, that model has been officially designated the Excaliber. Curiosity abounds over its development, but for now, let's just bask in the sheer magic of this moment.
Son of a bitch. As if stuff wasn't batshit crazy enough.
It's astonishing how meticulously this was plotted. Right down to falsifying footage in real time.
Is it just me, or does its acceleration have more juice now than it did back when I was coaching her?
As it happens, Professor Cronkite made some adjustments to improve the output efficiency of its boosters yesterday.
Oh, of course, you two were already in the know.
So then, everything over here is for real?
If the sun and stars were never actually there, then what exactly have we been looking at, as much as I dread the thought? Could it be like the far ends of the ocean that borders our continent?
However far one travels across its waves, they never seem to end. To this day, the region defies scientific understanding.
If nothing else, we can rest assured that Zemburia itself does indeed exist.
Even then, wouldn't this mean that some force has been presenting us humans with a false sky since the start of recorded history? It was only once Hermes saw it with her own eyes that undoctored footage could finally be obtained.
That's about the size of it, yeah. And by the look of things, you're sticking to a strict no average Joe needs to know policy.
That goes without saying. Disclosing this would only plunge all of Calvert, all of mankind even, into panic.
In that sense, Professor Hamilton's painstaking discretion was, without a doubt, also in humanity's interests. Nevertheless, I intend to inform the public in some way, shape, or form after our task is accomplished. That is to say, once this project succeeds in putting a god to the sword.
I've made it to a point 100 celled in front of coordinate 0. Distortion confirmed as predicted.
All sensor functions released. Initiating processing via Prometheus 4. Initiating synchronization with pilot via Zyphalink. Whether or not it exists, human eyes will decide. Hearing those words the first time left me baffled. But now, I get exactly what they meant. Nothing could make it any clearer than this.
Initializing final judgment process on concluding stages of Grand Reset Cycle 19,999. Human race confirmed to have achieved the technology to escape the atmosphere. Scanning compiled surface observation data and converting to scene value. Expediting activation of Grand Reset Cycle 20,000, originally scheduled for 1,080 hours from present. New estimate, 45 minutes and 25 seconds. Interception sequence engaged.
Let the final phase of Project Laevateinn commence! Our objective? Rendering Legyarn's chest, the Septarian of Time, fully inoperable.
Yes, sir, Mr. President.
Final phase is a go. Excaliber AX. Begin attack on target. Launch Answerers 1 through 8 and order all air fleets and divisions to stand by. Hostiles are descending.
Right away, General.
Launching Independence Answerers 1 through 8.
Air fleets 1 through 5. Armored aviation divisions. Prepare for a high-altitude invasion.
Engaging target with full demi-answer volley. All demi-answers met their marks. Target structure now partially exposed.
There it is.
Revealed at last.
Hold on a sec. Before we get to that silvery thing.
Those missiles just now. Were they nuclear weapons?
I was entreated to develop an execution sequence that would allow for their detonation without the Sword of Divine Darkness. The result? An implosive lens that is only triggerable in airless and weightless environments.
There couldn't have been a more ideal specification to complement our plans, time constraints notwithstanding. They cannot be used terrestrially, a fact with which we intend to assuage any misgivings from foreign nations.
The absolute gall.
You assholes have been making those city-wiping bombs behind everyone's backs?
Moreover, I suspect the ones on that screen are of another class entirely.
They're nearly 10 times as large, with a payload of approximately 1,000 times the power. Per their request, a total of 24 were completed, all of which are expected to launch in succession as required.
Young?
Damn it all! I knew something about the specs felt screwy.
Whatever it takes, right or wrong. That's their attitude in a nutshell.
Even so, it seems the adversary doesn't intend to go down without a fight.
They're after the Excaliber! And heading down to the surface, too?
This is the scenario we've been accounting for. The purpose behind the Zypher conformant control systems and assault frame simulations.
We'll be backing you up from here, so show us the fruits of all your training, Major.
No sweat. I'll buy just enough time for the rest of our swords to arrive. You, Qasim, and the Empire's heroes have been real troopers for me. Can't just let that debt go unpaid.
Get a load of that.
What in the world?
This is a mock exercise zone. Evacuate to safety at once.
endless sea of stars. It makes me feel like a comet. I can see all of Zemuria. Gift from the goddess herself.
Deploying wide-range shards! Look out! Emilia Harring's coming your way! Excaliber. Onwards, to a frontier no one has seen before. Activating boost!
Burn to ash, Crimson Storm!
Figures that the Guardians of the Chest would be tough, but I don't want to waste time with you, small fry. To ash, Crimson Storm! Yeah! Yeah! Excaliber. We're breaking through this false sky, and we're doing it at full throttle!
This is the Prometheus 4 Control Hollow. Answerers 1 through 8 are breaching the atmosphere and arriving in sequence. Guiding Answerers 1 and 2 toward Coordinate 0 with protective fields deployed.
Good! And do it full throttle! Direct hit! Continuing with lock-on guidance! About time we saw humanity's shackles for what they are!
Unexpected large-scale thermonuclear attack confirmed. Damage rate 1.12%. Increasing sim value. 23 minutes and 55 seconds to grand reset. Resuming interception sequence.
One of the goddess's 7 treasures. The septarion which governs time. Laevateinn's chest.
I'd call it more of a box, but sure.
Laevateinn. So that's the septarion he was talking about earlier.
The same as those that arose in Liberl, Crossbell, and Erebonia.
Indeed. Except this one is far more enigmatic. To the point where even the Church had drawn a veil over its name. For many long years. As with the devils written about in the Book of Ezra, the sole mention you will find of it lies in a volume of the Apocrypha, the hidden book of Arict.
And it's stated there that the only weapon that can destroy the chest, cradle, and prison of humanity is a blade by the name of Laevateinn.
Therein lies the connection.
They're actually working.
Though, by the same token, even the force of 1,000 nuclear devices as we've known them can't take it down in a single shot.
So this is how you aim to kill a god. Through swords forged by human wisdom.
Correct. A brazen claim to make, yes. We may just manage to pull it off.
Answerers 7 and 8, locked on! This'll end it. Now go under!
All sensors restored. Beginning analysis. Marduk Risk Management AI Assessment. Laevateinn, the Septarion of Time, fully inoperable. Project Laevateinn. Mission complete.
Woohoo! Eat that! Score 1 for humankind!
Now, We can face tomorrow the way we ought to.
Well done, Emilia.
At last, it's finished. With this, Agnes, Sophie, and Lilia.
Hermes! Look out!
That's...
No! On your right!
What is that thing?
Zoa Gilstein!
No. Merely a look-alike.
Error raised in Marduk's risk management AI. Anomalies detected in extended observation devices. Failure to remove immediately may result in
Interception complete. Resuming processing. 15 minutes and 2 seconds to grand reset.
Don't falter! Pinpoint the Excaliber, quickly!
It's no use. We lost track the moment it re-entered the atmosphere.
In addition, all those mobile weapons that came down are suddenly on the retreat!
So the day is saved?
Nothing is saved. They just don't have to bother with us anymore.
Our accuracy plummets without the Excaliber, but we have no other choice. Commence secondary assault! Fire answerers 9 through 24!
Was that the same machine that was behind the Retributive Tower incident?
No. The shape's different. But it still feels exactly like the real deal.
Major Emilia.
One moment of weakness was all it took.
But the direction she's falling...
It's to the northwest. Over by...
And so the curtain falls.
Nadia!
Shit! We'll have to bank on our stigmas!
What happened? Was that whole thing just some hallucination?
Sadly, I do believe this is reality.
Yet at the same time, a great deal more outlandish than any dream.
When did...
Is this not the statue that once stood on the outskirts of Grey?
Even after being melted into a single mass, There's no mistaking the frame.
It bears a striking resemblance to the assault frame, Excaliber.
This is the same thing we recovered 10 years ago. All this time, that's what it really was?
Yes. It, along with myriad artifacts, are evidence this current loop has already failed. What happens now is up to her.